What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. We all know about Kanye West and D.L. Hughley having a little bit of back and forth. And Kanye West is extremely talented, extremely rich, more rich than the other guys we're talking about. D.L. Hughley is one of those guys. Now, I love D.L. Hughley. He's one of the better comedians that came out of my generation. The Kings of Comedy was an absolute masterpiece with the late, great Bernie Mac. And then you had Cedric the Entertainer. And then you had Steve Harvey and D.L. Hughley. And, you know, Kanye West threatened D.L. Hughley after D.L. Hughley said that, you know, Kanye is a stalker with regards to Kim Kardashian. You know, Kanye was like, listen, I'll get you touched, bro. All right. And, you know, D.L. Hughley responded back in kind and all this other stuff. But Steve Harvey was like, listen, Kanye, you don't want to pull up because D.L. Hughley will whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? He will whoop your ass. We from a different era than where you from. And I know I always make that case myself because I think I'm from a different era than a lot of these young guys. But I'm just going to say this. Listen, it all got to do if you can fight or not. You can get your ass whooped from any era if you can throw those hands. A 15-year-old could beat a 35-year-old grown man if he know how to fight and the other guy don't. But the fact that we're even getting to this conversation is what is sad. And we got to talk about this as black men. I've been involved in this, you know, here on YouTube. You get involved with certain guys talking about, you know, pull up. I've heard certain guys, you know, I'm gonna fly to your city, or we gonna meet up and fight. I mean, that's just been going on in black YouTube for a minute, or I'm gonna come see you about this and that. And then, you know, when you hear certain things like this, a lot of times these are the same dudes that are sitting around calling everybody broke. You know, like, I got this much money invested in this and this much money invested in that and all of this other stuff. And then you really think about it, like on a small scale, like, damn, that seems stupid. Like, I'm actually gonna fly somewhere to fight you. That just makes I'm gonna drive. Imagine me, you know, I'm from Sacramento. So I'm gonna drive all the way to Louisville to pull up on you. And that's what it sounds like with Kanye West and D.L. Hughley. I know that there's just jokes and people talking shit or whatever, but just think about that. These guys are rich. Like, they don't have normal problems like us, right? Like, one of the things I noticed that amongst black men, that no matter how much money they have, like, one of the first things that always comes up is, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna see you about something. And then, you know, let me just say this. With certain threats and stuff like that, and Kanye West just got suspended from Instagram. Do you guys know that if you are here talking about you gonna pull up on somebody, you gonna do this and that to them, what you gonna do when you see them? And if, let's say, for example, something happened to them, your ass is going to jail on accident. Like, look what happened with Soulja Boy and the other guy, Young Dolph. He was talking about he gonna pull up and the Young Dolph got killed, and the first thing that somebody said was, Soulja Boy has something to do with it. Now, what would have happened if Soulja Boy had been in Memphis? He would have got shot. Somebody would have dropped on him just because of what he said previously. And guys who are on social media running their mouth about doing something and doing all that, let's just say, for example, anything happened, your ass is going to jail. Prison time. Then when you get in front of the judge, you're not gonna be talking that same shit about what you gonna do. Then they're gonna put you into prison with the real dudes and see what you're gonna do then, which is gonna be somebody's girlfriend. And that's the same thing with Kanye West. Like, bro, you are worth billions of dollars. D.L. Hughley financially is not on your level. Not on your level. Like, what he's talking about don't even matter. It don't matter. And I love D.L. Hughley, but he don't matter because he ain't you. And then coming up to fight a guy who has a net worth of 10 million and you have 200 more times the money than he got? Oh, no, we're not even going to address that. We're not going to address it because you're rich. Kanye West is worth more than Jay-Z, and Jay-Z put him on. And we got to look at this as black men like, this is too much money in the world. And I know it because some of the people that I'm real close to have taken off. One of them is Kevin, but I have other friends that, you know, own some yachts and own properties and own things like that and I'm like, damn. Like, look at where their focus is at. Their focus is on getting rich. You know, because when there's too much money out there and too much opportunity, you talking about a chance to take care of your whole entire family. And, you know, like I said, like 4 or 5 years ago, things I would have responded to in kind like quickly 4 to 5 years ago. Now, like what? The numbers I'm seeing, some of the things I got going on behind the scenes and the checks I be getting, like, oh, no, we not gonna, no. Yeah, it's not worth rich! And I want to tell black men the same thing. As much as we can meet up to fight, meet up to argue, how many of us we ever like, oh, we're gonna meet up and we're gonna bring $1 million into a certain area, or we're gonna develop this part, or it's never that. It's always, we're gonna talk about, you know, let's fight. And let me just say this, even amongst the richest guys, okay? Even amongst the richest guys. Listen, Kanye West made $250 million last year, okay? His Yeezys, all right, netted royalties of 191 million, something like that. Bruh's making money in his sleep. And you worried about DL Hughley? And that's certain things, man. Like what I'm noticing is, you know, the guys who have that kind of attitude, and I get it, you know, you got to defend yourself, and, you know, somebody's saying something about you, I get that. But dudes that's on that, you know, this is the kind of element that we on, bro, you gotta remove yourself from, I have friends like that, man. Like, seriously, one of my best friends was a real shooter. I'm not gonna call his name. I'm not even gonna call it because he got videos. I mean, real shooter. And I talk about him all the time. Like, anytime I got even if I had beefs on YouTube, he like, hey, listen, we gonna fly down to such and such place and we gonna take care of that. I'm like, bro, no, we not. Because we both gonna be in jail. I can't be in jail. You know what I mean? But he's just one of those dudes, man. Like, just whenever go down, he the kind of dude that go to the club and hope somebody step on somebody's shoes that he know. Just so he can just go to the trunk, or he had stupid knockout power so he can knock somebody out. It was either one or the other. How me and him became friends is a long story. But it's like, man, I tell him, like, bro, listen, you know we getting too old for this type of shit, right? Like, I had one of my partners that did a murder. I'm not gonna mention the dude's name. It was like about 20 years ago. The one weekend that we didn't go out, you know, they went to the club, grabbed some girl's butt. The dudes came in there deep. They called some people. Gunshots! That was it. You know what I mean? And like, now he out now, but that's just really what it was. Like, and it was from our neighborhood. But now it's like, okay, listen, man, we should have time to get some money. We should have time to do something else. Because all the other groups of guys that I see in the world, I mean, they have problems, but you know, you see dudes. When I was in Ukraine, I see Turkish guys. I see guys from the Richmond community here. I see Chinese guys. Hey, you talking about pulling fight nobody. They're too busy making money. So I hope that our black men can understand that too. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. I already appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains an all-time high. I'm out.